Hi guys, welcome back to another Benema creative graphic design tutorial. Today we want to talk about how to create a design like this. A client came to me and he said he wants a design and the theme of the design is all white party 9.0. So I came up with something like this, whereby I use different elements, like 3 different elements, or more than that. I think more than that, but we're going to discuss on 3 different elements, whereby we're going to use it to create a simple one before we color grade it to this level. So we are starting with this particular design, whereby I'm going to use different tool. I'm going to introduce you to different tool in this tutorial. Number 1, I'm going to introduce you to this particular tool called frame tool, which creates placeholder frame for image. So now let me work with this ball first. So I want to remove the background without using any of these tools. Don't forget that the last class we discussed about quick selection tool, but if we use quick selection tool over here, we will have issue with the shadow. So I'm going to use this, one of these two, which is frame 2. I'm going to use frame 2. So here I'm going to use the elliptical frame 2. We have rectangular frame, then we have elliptical frame under option bar. Don't forget that each of the tools you are choosing here, then we have the attributes on the option bar. So I'm going to use this elliptical frame, then I'm going to deselect this particular selection, and I'm going to draw a frame on top, but I have to do this before I create a frame. I have to unlock this particular layer so that it will have effects on that particular layer. So then I'm going to draw this, a box around the frame, and you guys should make sure that your frame touches the edge of that ball so that you won't have any whiteout around the ball. Zoom out. I'm trying to increase this particular ball so that I will get rid of the white. Alright, so now I'm going to select the 2 frames together and convert it to a smart object. This time around I'm going to name it ball. That's on the ball. Then let me go to the red clothes. So I want to turn this red cloth to white. Firstly, I have to select this red cloth. So I can use this quick selection tool and select subject. Automatically it will detect the red cloth and select it. So yeah, so if you're using latest version of Photoshop, you have that tool at your disposal. Now the next thing I want to do here is to use layer mask to remove the background. Don't forget that layer mask will detect your selection. The one you didn't select will be hidden, while the selected portion of your pixels will be visible. So let me create that. Right click on the layer under the layer panel and convert it to smart object. Then what I need to do right now is to adjust this color so that we can have a white cloth, white fabric. So this is what I want to do. I will use one of these 2 options under the image menu. Choose adjustment, then you choose hue and saturation. I have to decolorize this particular layer using saturation. Then I'm going to use -100. Then I will make this cloth lighter. I'm going to adjust the cloth brightness using this lightness slider. So I'm using +41 here, then you press OK. So the next thing I will do is to go under image as well and go to adjustment, then level. Do you get that? Then under level, don't forget that this one controls the shadow, which means the darker part of the image, while this controls the mid-tone, which is the gray part of the image, while this controls the highlight, which is the lighter part of the image. I want these to be brighter a little bit, then the mid-tone to come in, and the darkness a little bit. So therefore the darker part takes the 35, the mid-tone takes 5.0.5, while the lighter part, which is highlight, the highlight takes 174. All right, then click OK. All right, so I think I have to readjust level. Sorry, the highlight is too much. Okay, now we are using 17, 0.55, then 190. Yes, that's perfect. All we need to do is to create a new document. You have to click File, New. So I'm going to use pixels as my unit. Then the width is going to be 2000 pixels, while the height is going to be 2000 pixels, and the resolution is going to be 72. Then I have to create that. So the next thing I want to do is to create off-white solid color. So under your layer panel, so I'm working on this side. Don't mind me dividing the screen into two. You just focus on one side. Going to create a solid color, and this solid color is going to be off-white, a little bit off-white. All right, that's good. So let me go back to one of my elements. Now that would be the lady. So I want to remove the background of the lady. Then I have to select the lady layer, then choose quick selection 2 or any of the selection 2, then select subject. You have to wait for the Photoshop AI to detect the subject, but it's not going to be perfect, so you have to use this quick selection to reduce the brush a little bit by reducing the size of the brush here. Then you can reduce it the more, or you use your keyboard to reduce the brush and select the unselected parts, and the unwanted parts you have to press Alt on your keyboard and press and click rather. So and click. So here we have the background showing behind her. So I'm going to reduce my brush using a special brackets key. That is after P. We have two special brackets P, the one at the left and the one on the right. I've been using the left special bracket to reduce the brush, the right one to increase. And don't forget, these are the two special bracket keys. So I'm going to press Alt on my keyboard and deselect this portion on my that particular layer. Then the next thing I will do is to go to layer panel, the third button below, and create a layer mask. So it's going to remove the background. So the next thing I want to do, you are going to convert it to smart objects. Oh, that's nice. So the next thing I want to do is to move this particular lady to this document. Just click and drag into that document. It's going to drop there. Then I'm going to scale it using Ctrl T on my keyboard. Then you scale it up. It's going to cover the 3/3 of that particular space. So that's nice. So then I'm done with this particular document. So I'm going to close it. So the next thing is to bring in this cloth. And before I will move that cloth there, I would love to to smart objects. Then I'll bring it into this particular document. Then I'm going to scale it up, then move my mouse a little bit away from that node and turn it. So I'm going to have let me scale this here so that you will see what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn it this way, and on this particular layer I'm going to name it white fabric. So the other layer, I'm going to double click on that name, which is the lady. I will name it lady. Then this one is going to be off-white background, BG. So the white, I will right click here to choose the white fabric. I don't need to go to the layer panel to choose that particular layer. So I'm going to scale it down a little bit. So it's going to be like this. I think I love it this way. Then here I will choose my layer again, then click or hold on Ctrl J or Command J to duplicate. Then you have another copy of that white cloth. So I'm going to scale this one up, but not to cover the face of the lady. Rotate a little bit. If you can't see your notes, just zoom out using Ctrl minus. After 0 is minus on your keyboard. Ctrl or Command minus. Alright, let me just drag the previous one up and bring the second one down on the layer panel. Alright, so the next thing I will do is to bring in the ball. I'll bring in the ball. I'll bring in the ball. If you want to split your document the way I'm doing right now, you have to drag the document, which is the document tab, to the left hand side until you see just a line by your right hand side. Right hand side. You have to drag it to your right hand side and leave it there. Then you can see that we have a splitted window. So I'm going to close this. We don't need that. Then I'm going to, close this as well. Then I have the ball. Then okay, let me bring back the ball here. If you don't know how to do that, so that you can just click on the tab to go to your document. So this is the ball. I'm going to drag the ball in, then scale it up a little bit. So I'm going to arrange. I'm going to scale this one down, then duplicate again, Ctrl D, and also Ctrl J, or you press Alt on your keyboard and drag. It's going to duplicate. Then after that, what I need to do is to select this larger ball and go to filter. Under filter, I'm going to blur, Gaussian blur. Then I will, use this radius, which is 13.9, to make that one blur. And I'm going to use this particular blur as well. Ball. I'm going to select this particular ball and apply Gaussian blur, but this time around it's going to be lesser, which is 5.6. 5.6. Then I think the smaller ball is okay that way. So this is the end of this class today, and I think if you learned something fantastic, I want you to like this video. I want you to subscribe. I want you also to turn on the notification bell. See you next class.